history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Raiders of Virginia Beach taking on the Green Bay Packers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eluding and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Maxx Crosby make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Now they'll throw here. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Back to throw here. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. Well, a heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. A short throw, and it's hauled in by Mayer. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down, Raiders.
Now Tua signaling to change things up. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Running it,
Packer pressure, and down he goes. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
it's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Packers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Take it to the house. Take it to the crib, baby.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get that complete to Dowd. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He got 29 yards that time.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Play action. Now it's Tua. Steps away. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 23. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
In motion, the tight end. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Packers have 1 and 6 now, and they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
19 Lions. 19 tight. 19 tight. Hurt.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Again, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit, or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point, and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Now Tua going to change the play. Second down, Jacobs once more. Pushes him over. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Third down and 1. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 14. And the Raiders first down.
Ready.
On first down, Tagovailoa. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down, Raiders.
Tua now on first down. And he'll they'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now Tua. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Lewis Seed, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Down the left sideline and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So you're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football, and then ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And some space here. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the ground, it's Tucker. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. And quickly, they get to the line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Raiders. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and a couple. Going in motion left, that's Campbell. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Thomas brings it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go, Shaq.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll try again. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being in 4-down territory.
Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there.
Brandon, 3rd and goal from the 1, and they go quarterback sneak, and they expected a surge up front. The surge came from the defense.
Yeah, it looked like there was no surprise defensively. They were ready.
They had totally stacked it up, unable to get it on 3rd down.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Tua going to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, 4th quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Now a second. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's caught by Tucker. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all you got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll set up a throw. This pass complete to Martin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now back to throw. Throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. That ball caught by Campbell. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. That throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going in motion left, that's Campbell. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He may go. And touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Raiders are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Packers 7-yard line.
Caught on the right side by Adams. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go.
Touchdown! A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And when he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. They're going to look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Here we go, shot.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight.
He'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Virginia Beach, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I